Well, hello everybody. I'm gonna give y'all an update about what's going on the last few days. Got settled into our camp, got our tent set up, got a fire stove going. I'm gonna build it up bigger and better. So let me see if I can show you my fire stove. Um, I posted on my Facebook about my fire stove. I don't think I posted on YouTube. Y'all are welcome to follow me on Facebook as well. William Van Scott Nelson, but I go by Van. So let's see if I can turn this around. No, it's not gonna let me turn it around that way. So anyway, here's my fire stove. Um, it's cooking good. This is my coffee that I cooked this morning. I'm gonna build it up better. This is just a temporary job. I hope you can see all that. But that's my fire stove. And cooked chicken on it the other day. It worked out pretty well. This is my kitchen. I don't have any shelves or anything, but this is my kitchen right now. Don't really have to worry about rain. We had I think a fox come into camp last night, and Jack, he was telling him his business. He was like, "Get the hell out of here. This is not your space." So, Jack, he's found himself a nice pleasant spot. That he hides out during the day. He's got all kinds of different shade options if he wanted to. Ouch! Oh, thorn. Yeah, I know better than to walk around barefooted. But this is Jack's hiding spot during the day. I don't know, can you see that little guy down there? He looks like part of the shadow. But yeah, that's his favorite spot to hang out during the day. And then he really comes alive at night. Oh, I really should have worn my sandals. But, you know, I'll learn after a few pokes. Um, that pile of trash that we were working on getting out of here, we burnt that up. So we got a little, it's still small. I mean, well, it's a lot smaller. The pile is a lot smaller than it was. So for now, this is our trash pile, things that we're not going to use or recycle. And then our tent is over here. We get up pretty early in the morning because as soon as the sun comes up, the heat starts setting in, which I'm okay with getting up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Billy, he'd really like to move the tent over here to some shade so he could sleep in a little bit later. But here's Billy chilling out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rest of this stuff, I mean, it's not really organized right now, but some of it's clothing, some of it's just blankets or whatever. And at some point, I'll get it a little more organized. We went over to the hot springs yesterday and had a nice hot bath. I mean, I've had baths a lot hotter, but boy, that sure felt good. And I felt like a brand new person.
Yes.
And yeah, and you think, it's like 85 degrees and taking a hot bath in the sun. As soon as we got out of the hot bath, this slight breeze that we have out here, boy, it gave us a chill. It was like, wow, we need to put a jacket on or something. Yeah. But we warmed up real quickly. And if we ever did get a little too hot, okay, like you got the hot springs over yonder where we took our bath. And then underground, there's the spring, it goes underground. And then it comes out down by this road down yonder. And it comes out as, everybody calls it the cold shower. So you got the hot springs and the cold shower. So if you ever go down to the hot springs, you get too hot, you can always wander over to the cold shower and splash some cool water on you. But yesterday we got back from the hot springs and I decided I was going to try to turn my truck around and park it a particular way to help keep my water cooler in the shade instead of having the water cooler in the sun. I was going to turn my truck around and orient it to the sun so the cooler is in the shade and that the water stays cooled longer. Well, this is what we did. We got ourselves stuck yesterday and we tried a few different times to get out and it didn't work. And of course I had to cuss up a storm and kind of vent. But then there's some gravel over here by the truck where, this is the new parking spot, by the way. There's gravel over here. So Billy and I, we took this tarp and we put gravel on it, and we shoveled gravel into our pit. We poured water in there, hoping that the water would help compact the sand. And we put that gravel in there, and we've had a few different tries. And this last try, we were finally able to get it out of there. Like, we were so happy. I mean, we don't really have anywhere to go right now, but, or any reason to go anywhere right now, but that sure is a relief knowing that the truck is not stuck in the sand anymore.
Right.
So,
that's a big relief.
Yeah, so knowing that, you know, if, and knowing if, you know, if we need to go get water, we need to go, you know, hopefully pick up some money, we'd be able to go get it, you know, go get food, water, and gas money. Those are the biggest priorities right now. So now we know we're out of the ditch, and we know that there's a really soft spot here. So what we're going to do is tamped earth, basically, is what it's called. And we're going to grab the shovel and we're going to smooth this spot out a little bit. Probably add some gravel to this area over here. Although I don't think I'm going to be parking over here anytime soon. I mean, I'm more than happy to carry my crap an extra 100 feet or whatever than to deal with getting stuck in the sand again. That was just terrible.
Yes, it was.
And I don't know. I mean, if I had to call my insurance company to say, hey, can you tow me out of this sandy lot? And where do I need to get towed to? Like, I don't know, 10 feet away? I don't know if my insurance company would be too happy. Plus, I wouldn't be able to give them an address. I'd be like, oh, I don't know, can I send you a Google map shot? You know, I don't know. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm southwest of Slab City. That's all I know. But, or no, it's southeast. We're on the southeast corner, basically. So that's, I mean, I was hoping to work on my cob stove today to build that up. Because, I mean, it works, but it's not really as efficient as I would like it to be. And I know it can be better. Also, I'm looking forward to start digging my hole in the ground so I could do my subterranean house. You know, I mean, I can start the process of the subterranean house right now. As far as sandbags go, I mean, I can't remember the price, but, you know, I looked at Home Depot, and like for a bag of 100 sandbags of like 38 inches by, I don't know, 16, 18 inches. For 100 bags, it's, I think, $35. That would get me started. But I don't expect this to be a quick process, and it's not going to be very easy. I mean, I'm just going to, you know, do a little bit here and sit down, take a break if I need to. But, you know, slow and steady wins the race, right? I think today, instead of digging the hole for the subterranean house or working on the cob or on the rocket stove, we're going to work on evening this out. I'm going to put some gravel in there, and got this 1 gallon bucket jug that we can collect canal water in it and pour the water in over here and tamp it down with a makeshift board that we have out here, and that, you know, compact the earth. And hopefully, I mean, I don't plan on parking over here anytime soon, honestly, but I'd like to smooth that out at least, and
Make it look better.
Yeah, don't need to walk through it and break an ankle or something, you know.
Yeah, especially in the middle of the night when it's dark.
Yeah. So that's the plan, and that's an update. You know, I have a couple of friends that are trying to gather up some money for us. Billy is actually planning on going back to Illinois soon. So his dad and his sister are helping get him a Greyhound bus ticket. Bug. I don't know what it was, but it was a bug. But yeah, Billy's planning on going back to Illinois soon, probably in the next week or two. Get a Greyhound bus ticket and take it out of El Centro. So I'm going to miss having him around, and he's been helpful. But I think this probably just wasn't the kind of life that he was really expecting. I don't know, homesick, wanting to be near his family and stuff. I mean, of course I'm family, but, you know, I'm just me. But, you know, So yeah, Billy's going to be taking off in a little while, probably a couple of weeks, maybe a week, something like that. In the meanwhile, he'll, hopefully get to experience a little more of Slab City, and this Saturday night, planning on going out to the range. Every Saturday night, the range has music and people drinking and dancing and whatnot. And with me being a drummer, I definitely want to get up there and mingle with the music. You know, um, so hopefully he'll get to experience a little bit of the easier side of the life. I mean, like being out here, I'm used to camping by myself, out in isolation, and this is for me. This is quite comfortable for me. I feel safe here. I've met a few friends over in Slab City. They have a Facebook chat that I've been talking with people. So I'm looking forward to actually meeting people. Yeah, there's some probably uh, some criminals, and there's probably people that want to fight and steal and whatever. But there's a lot of good, decent people out here that just want to exist like I do. And I'm really focused on mingling with those kind of people, the people that have similar interests and goals that I have. People that want to come out here and tweak and party and, cause trouble. They can keep their trouble to themselves, and if they do come in here into my camp, which I'm really far removed from the center of Slab, so people can't really find my camp unless they're, just happened upon it. It's not something that's just so obvious to find. But, if somebody does come in here trying to mess with me, I'm not a violent person if I don't have to be, but I grew up I'm the youngest of 10, and I had to fight. And I know how to fight, and I know how to take an ass whooping too. So, I feel like I can defend myself if I had to. But I really don't feel like I have that need to be on guard. I don't have that need to uh, fight, you know. And I don't. Whoops, done dropped y'all. All right, got you back. Uh,
Dropped you all.
dropped all of them. Um, but we went into town the other day to pick up some chicken, water. Um, I got a bundle of celery, and I had found a glass jar on my trek into town into Slab the other day. I found a glass Totino's jar, so I cut off the end of my celery and I put that down in the jar, added a little bit of water, and it's over there. Hopefully, I'll be growing celery here in a minute. It hasn't really had time to do its thing yet, but I think that'll be my first harvest is some celery, hopefully, in the next, I don't know, maybe 2 months or so. But yeah, that's what's going on here, and I will definitely give y'all an update on, when I make better, when I've built up my rocket stove. I definitely want to show that off when I get it in peak condition, because right now it's just functioning. It's not pretty, and it can be a lot more efficient than what it is. But it's a learning process. That's the first time I've ever built a rocket stove like that. Um, but I think it works great for the time that I put into it. So anyway, I'll sign off, and
I might make my way back this way once I get my own vehicle and stuff where I can get around the way I'd like to myself. You know, being out here in the middle of nowhere and not really having a way around, not knowing anybody, and all my family being gone, towards the east or the west. I mean,
out to the
no,
east.
east,
Yeah.
east. We are out west. My bad.
Yeah.
But with everybody being towards the east and stuff, and I've really ain't got no source of any income or anything out here, it's just a little hard. So I figure if I can get back, at least get some things on my feet, like an actual vehicle and, a way to maybe even bring my camper back out here. I think it'd been a lot better that way. Right now, the way it sits and the way I sit, it's not for me at the moment. So, but in the near future, I'd like to come back and at least visit Van for a little bit, a few days off and on here and there.
I'd
Be
like to have you
easier.
back. Yeah. And I won't give him I won't make him burnt chicken next time. He was just saying he wants to, I mean, y'all know that we're a little kind of struggling for money right now. And he said, I'd like to get some good food. I was thinking, damn, that burnt chicken was pretty damn good in my opinion. Because I've been eating food like that for the last 6 months.
Oh, when I talk about good food, it's not actual good, healthy food. I'm talking about something like McDonald's.
Yeah, every time we pass McDonald's, he's like, "Oh, McDonald's." Well,
I'm a kind of fast go eating guy, and I like my McDonald's. Kind of miss it.
but yeah, that's what's going on. I guess Billy will come in for a visit every now and again, but I'm sure I'll do another video before he takes off and give y'all an update. I know I keep rambling, right? Saying the same thing over and over. But anyway, and people might be like, well, you don't have money for food or gas or water, but you got cigarettes. Well, I go to the smoke shop, and I spend maybe $25 a month for a whole month's supply of cigarettes. I roll my own, have since the 90s. And some people have addictions to ice cream. Some people have addictions to television, or whatever the case may be. Addiction to cigarettes is my thing. Um, yeah, I would choose my cigarettes over food right now at this point. And like I said, some people spend, 40, 50, $70 for a carton of cigarettes. I spend about $25 for a whole month's supply of cigarettes.
Yeah, that's only in a week though. For a
Right,
carton,
right.
$70 a week for a carton of cigarettes. That's like $280 a month just in cigarettes.
That's rent for me. But,
Right.
well, not that I have to pay rent now, but, so yeah, I got my cigarettes, and, I'm sure that people will comment, on YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes I get some crazy comments on YouTube. Like, people like to just stir the pot. And I like to say, well, whoever stirs the pot gets to lick the spoon, right? So anyway, go ahead and leave comments. That's cool, whether they're positive or negative or whatever the case may be. Express yourself, and I'm willing to listen. And I think I've got thick skin. I can take it. And half the time, people are like, "Get the hell out of there! It's horrible!" Whatever. Or you're making a big mistake, or you should do this, or somebody's like, "Get a job, loser," or whatever. And I just kind of laugh at them because, the more comments people make, the more traffic my YouTube's going to get. So go ahead and say whatever you got to say. And, I'm more than happy to oblige. So, I look forward to hearing from y'all, and thank you for all the subscribers. I mean, like, wow, in just a few weeks, I've got like over 50 subscribers in just like 3 weeks.
As soon as I get my phone up and running, I'll be following you.
Cool. I'll keep you updated. But
plus,
yeah,
I'll be able to talk to you and message you when I want.
Right.
Let you know how things are going.
So y'all can follow me on Facebook as well. I tend to post more often in Facebook, almost daily on Facebook. Pictures and whatnot. And I don't know. I mean, I can't say that I have a regular schedule of when I'm going to be doing YouTube videos. Today I'm like, we got the truck out of the ditch. I'm like, man, I got to YouTube this because that was a big deal,
Yeah, it's a big relief.
Yeah, I mean,
sat here stressing since last night on how we're going to get it out just in case we got money sent to us and way to go pick it up and all that. It's kind of stressful when your truck's stuck and don't know if you're going to be able to get to the money to pick it up.
Right. And, really looking forward to getting food. I mean, Billy, he's really looking forward to McDonald's. I'm really looking forward to getting some, like meat from the grocery store, and I can make jerky. And, I don't have to deal with refrigeration when I make jerky.
Hell, I'll be happy with $1 McChicken.
Right? So he's really wanting some Mickey D's, and I just want to make sure that I have enough gas in my tank and I have enough water to drink. We're going through an average of about 2 gallons of water a day, and I can only do maybe 10 gallons of water at a time right now. So that's, 4 to 5 days of water at a time. And, I mean, right now we're struggling because I had to put so much into my truck to get here and the expense of traveling here. But, you know, I promise y'all, you know, when I get my check next month on the 1st, I'll be able to afford what I need out here, you know? Um, I mean, I've been camping out and living outside for over 6 months, and um, I can't recall a time that I've had to ask anybody for food for money, or money for food, or money for gas, or money for anything. But it was just the travel, you know, I knew that I was going to spend this money to get out here on the gas money. I was not expecting that 200 and some dollar expense that I was going to have to deal with. Now that's what, you know, other than that, you know, I mean, you know, y'all will see as I'm posting videos as progress goes on and time goes on. Y'all will see next month that I will be able to afford to make my own way and to build my own things, and not be asking people for money. I don't like doing that, but you know, I mean, you know, almost, you know, almost a state of desperation right now. I mean, I can't say that I'm desperate, but you know, I am concerned. So anyway, I've rambled long enough. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will be sure to post another video. And I hope I show you some good, exciting things like a better built rocket stove and the beginning stages of my earth home. So y'all take care and have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe and share with your friends. Peace. Want to say bye?
See ya.
See ya.
Have a good time.
All right. Bye.